So, I may have done a thing and got another car. Another fun car. So, without further ado, here is the introduction to the new car to the channel. Let's go check it out. Well, this is the new car. So obviously you saw the Sooo is still here, the Raptor is still here, but we needed another daily driver for the wife, and this car pretty much just fell into my lap. So some friends of ours brought their Evo X MR to a car show. My wife and I got to check it out, and we pretty much fell in love with it. I've always wanted an Evo, and started talking to a friend of mine that owned this one just to see what to look out for in buying a used Evo. And the next morning I woke up to a message saying, hey, if you're serious about buying an Evo, buy mine. So that's just what we did. The funnier thing is that I actually had just detailed this car for him about, roughly a month or so prior to me purchasing it. And so it was all nice and freshly detailed and clean before we even picked it up. So anyways, this is a 2008 Evo 10 MR. So yes, it is automatic with paddle shifters and the option to use just the shift lever to shift your gears. It has a dual clutch SST transmission, and it is very, very tastefully modified, which is why I wanted this car exactly. So it's still unreal that we have this car in our possession. It is an amazing car. We've been driving it a lot. I've been putting off making this video for way too long and been filming a lot of other videos, and this car has kind of been in the background, and I haven't wanted to post any of those videos because I wanted to get this video out first as an introduction of the car to the channel before I posted any of the other videos and spoiled the surprise. So you guys will be seeing this car on the channel a lot. It's a blast. It's a blast. So anyways, we'll kind of just go down the list of things that are done to this car, and there are probably plenty of things that I am forgetting as well that have been done to this car, but let's go ahead and we'll start on the exterior of the car. So anyways, exterior wise, the first thing that you're gonna notice is the wheels. We do not have the stock wheels on this car anymore, and everything that's been done to this car came with this car. I haven't touched it yet as far as modifications or anything like that, because every time I bring up modifications to this car, I get in trouble. Because the whole reason why I wanted this car to begin with was technically there's really nothing that I need to do to this car whatsoever. However, of course, you know, as car guys, there's always something that we want to do. And this car is going to kind of get the works as far as looks and show mode goes. Because I want this car to be just a perfect, pristine show car. Look good, sound good, be kind of quick, which it already is. But yeah, so first thing you got here is we've got some NK RPF ones. They are 18 by 9.5 plus 15, so a very aggressive wheel. And then wrapped in some Michelin Pilot Sport All Seasons, which have been great tires. And then obviously we got the OEM Brembos on there as well. We've got a paint matched front lip on the front of the car. We have these are actually, the side skirts are Varus / Original Run Deuce collab. So those are super cool to have, and I'm not 100% positive, but I was told, and I'm pretty sure, that if you guys do watch other Evo stuff and you guys watch Devin, I'm gonna say his name wrong, Devin Niemela on YouTube, he has a series of the abandoned white Evo X, and these side skirts are actually off of that car, I believe. So kind of cool, to be honest, because I watch him all the time. From there, we've got aftermarket Vland headlights that are sequential, which is awesome. We've also got some sequential side markers, and then we've also got sequential tail lights in the rear from Vland as well, and they're all freaking really cool. Make the car look great. They got the C light in them. It's really awesome that that's all already done. So exterior wise, as far as that goes, that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and pop the hood and take a look to see what's underneath the hood. All right, so under the hood, again, very, very tastefully modified. Doesn't look the prettiest under here right now, and that's one thing that I really want to focus on with this car, is making this engine bay just look immaculate. Very nice. I really want to get a lot of carbon fiber in this engine bay and on the exterior of the car, just because with the car being white, the carbon fiber pops just insanely. And who doesn't like carbon fiber? So anyways, on the car itself, let's go ahead and start at the intake. We have a Cobb cold air intake there, and that is going into an FP turbo. So it's not a stock turbo, it is an FP turbo. I don't know exactly which FP turbo it is. It's kind of hard to see, but I do know that it is an FP turbo, not stock, and has not been on the car for very long either. We have an AMS front mount intercooler with MAP piping, so very good there. The manifold has been replaced with an OEM manifold recently, not too long ago. I didn't have to do anything there either. We've got upgraded coil packs. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe we also have some upgraded injectors on the car as well. And then of course we have an MAP catch can, which is a great catch can setup, so no complaints there. And as far as engine bay goes, for the most part, that's pretty much it. This car is fully catless, running a Cobb catback. We do also have a Cobb blow-off valve or bypass valve, and then a Cobb boost control solenoid as well. Another really cool thing that this car has is it actually has Öhlins coilovers. So that's a huge, huge thing on this car, and they ride amazingly, I will say. So if you're ever in the market for some coilovers and you don't know if you want to spend that much money, which I wouldn't necessarily, because that's a lot of money on some coilovers, but these Öhlins are freaking amazing. I am extremely happy with them. So as far as engine goes, that's pretty much what we got there. As far as I know, the block has never been cracked open before, so it's still a stock block, but Again, I could be wrong. I do know timing components have been replaced as they should have been with the mileage that is on the car. So that's all been done for me already as well. One other really big thing and reason why I wanted this car specifically, being that it is the SST transmission, the transmission has actually been built already. So the transmission has been built by Jack's Transmissions, and it is their 600 plus wheel horsepower package. So that has also been all upgraded and everything. And the shifts in this car are extremely crisp in sport and super sport mode, and very nice and smooth in normal mode as well. So yeah, that's what we got there for the engine bay. Let's go take a look inside the car and see what we got going on in there. So now jumping inside the car, as you can see here, we've got this beautiful carbon fiber steering wheel that is very comfortable. We've of course got the stock Recaro seats in here as well. And we have an AEM oil pressure gauge and our wideband right over there on the other side if the camera will focus. This car also has an upgraded Android head unit, which is a really nice touch. And like I said earlier, the car has been tuned and we are running a Cobb tuning platform. And as far as I was told, this car was tuned by Chag Tuned. You know, check him out on Instagram. From what I know, he is one of the Evo tuning gods, and the car runs just perfectly fine. The car was purposely tuned rich as well, so that way it is tuned on a safe tune, so you're not going to do any kind of damage or anything like that. Just found out yesterday, apparently the car shoots some pretty massive flames, so that's pretty fun, you know, fun little thing there with it. But yeah, this car was definitely built right. In my opinion, it was very well taken care of. Mileage wise on the car, it does have around 112,000 miles, I will say. I'm not gonna lie about that. But for the price that I got the car for and what's been done to the car, I couldn't beat it. It's just an amazing daily driver, fun car around town and everything. I drive it to work occasionally because I do have about an hour and a half one-way commute to work. So every once in a while I will drive it. It doesn't get horrible gas mileage, but it's not the best either. It ain't no Prius. And when you buy a car like this, you know it ain't no Prius. So whatever, gas is gas. But one of my favorite quirks about this car, again, if the camera will focus, is if you look at the speedometer there, you will notice that it goes up to 300. Well, this car was actually originally a Canadian car, and it was imported into the States, I believe into Montana, and then it made its way to Washington, and now I have it. So it was a Canadian car. It is in kilometers. It's kind of funny if you ask me. Even the AC and everything is in Celsius, but you still have miles per hour right in the middle, and then we also have the miles per hour, the speed pulled up on the access port as well, so you can see it digitally. But just something a little quirk that the car has, you know, being in the States, but I love it. I wouldn't change it for anything. I thought about changing it out, but I really don't think it's gonna happen. So besides all of that stuff with this car, we actually do have some more stuff underneath the car. And we also have upgraded front and rear sway bars and end links. And I believe, now I can't remember what brand they are, but I know it is they are a quality brand. The car turns, I'll put it that way. Like when you want the car to turn, it's gonna turn, and it's very smooth when it does turn. Like I said, it was just done up very nicely, very well taken care of, no questions asked. I freaking love this thing. So anyways, that is the introduction video of the Evo. And like I said, it's still surreal that we even have this car, but so stoked to have it in our possession. It really is a head turner. It's quiet with the Cobb exhaust on it, but I would like to eventually change that to a single exit, and I have an NVIDIA N1 on the WRX, so I would like to potentially put an NVIDIA N1 single exit on the Evo as well, just to give it a little more tone, a little more growl. But when you're driving this thing, all you hear is turbo noises and blow off noises. Like, it's insane. It's so fun to drive. So anyways, this is it. Like I said, it's a blast. It's a super fun car. You guys will be seeing it on the channel a lot more as we do little things to it, whether it be maintenance, whether it be looks, whether it be engine mods, whatever it may be. So we are still working on the WRX. We're still trying to get it all fixed up and good to go. She's sitting in there all sad and everything. We just pulled off the valve cover on passenger side to see if we can find out what the issue is with it, and still trying to determine what the problem actually is. But you guys will still see the Sooo on the channel as well as the Raptor. But this is what we're pretty much driving right now. This and the Raptor, obviously, because the Sooo is still broken. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram already, you've probably seen plenty of pictures and videos of this car. I've been posting a lot of it just because it is very, very, very photogenic. But yeah, just love this thing to death. So anyways, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram. I will put my username right down in the comments below, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Peace.